Welcome to the introduction to the Concord and Ninth Artisan Petals Turnabout stamp set and die. The Artisan Petals Turnabout stamp set creates a beautiful floral background for your paper crafting projects. Now you can stamp it one, two, three, or four times to get a full design. Also included in this stamp set are some individual images and sentiments. Now, these images also match the images in the Turnabout stamp, and there are coordinating dies for them. On the back of the packaging, you get examples of what it would look like, and that's a great inspiration starting point. You also get a transparency guide to help you align your turnabout in your stamping positioner. Here's a look at the individual images stamped out and also the sentiments. So we have things like I sure do love you, you deserve the best, let's celebrate, thanks for everything, you are simply amazing. And then the die set also has these two word dies with a shadow layer. You're so wonderful and love you lots. Now, here's a look at a couple backgrounds that I created, but of course, you can go more full on spring colors with these beautiful spring flowers to really brighten up your project, but have fun experimenting with different color combinations. The coordinating dies included in the set not only cut out the individual images stamped out, but they can also cut out the images on your turnabout stamped background. So, in my experience, let's say you stamped a background you weren't super happy with all of the colors. What you can do is take that coordinating die and die cut out the flowers you do like from that background. So here are some that I die cut out of backgrounds that I just wasn't quite happy with, and I can use those in other projects. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to stamp this out. I have a piece of white cardstock that is 4¼ by 5½. I already lined up my turnabout stamp set with the turnabout jig and the transparency guide. There is a video walking you through exactly how to do that. The first color I'm stamping is using Nectar ink. Now I'm going to turn my turnabout jig so it has a number 2 up in the top right hand corner, and I'm going to ink it up a second time using grapefruit ink. Now, because the order I'm going with my colors, I'm not cleaning my stamp set in between each of these, but if you are switching colors, you do want to clean your stamp set in between those. So I turned my jig so it has the number 3 in the top right corner. This time I am stamping with sorbet. Now, this time I am cleaning my stamp set because I'm going to be switching to avocado. So I turned my jig one more time so I have the number 4 in the top right hand corner, inked that up with the avocado ink, and now I have this beautiful full panel floral background. I can just carefully pop that up from my jig, and now I have a background ready to go. So there are my two backgrounds using the exact same colors. It's just one is freshly stamped, so it looks a little darker. This is another color combination I did. And then here is a card project that I completed. The colors I used are ballet slippers, watermelon, harbor, and blueberry. I trimmed that down and added that to a panel of blueberry cardstock die cut with the postage die from the Seaside Post collection, and then just simply heat embossed a sentiment off of the Artisan Petals Turnabout stamp set on blueberry cardstock and trimmed that down. Now, here is another card that I created. And for this one, I used the individual stamped and die cut out floral images to create kind of a swag down here at the bottom. The greenery I added from the Chicken Chatter stamp set. My background is ink blended with watermelon and creamsicle ink, and then ran through and die cut it with the double stripe card front to give it those striped looks. I have a sentiment there in the center, which is off of this Artisan Petals stamp set. And I used kind of an oval die off of the Plain Amazing die set, which is a really fun look. And then my last card that I have here for you is stamping the turnabout onto blueberry cardstock with a blueberry ink. So I did kind of a tone on tone look for the background. The sentiment, I have just a die cut circle and stamped that sentiment right in the center and added a couple stripes at the bottom. And there is your closer look at the Artisan Petals Turnabout stamp set and die. You can find this now available over at the Concord and Ninth website. Thanks so much for watching.